It breaks my heart to see so many people fight against God's own words. The moment you say you can lose your salvation, that is a contradiction to God's word. That's calling God a liar. Jesus himself tells us, once we believe, we have everlasting life and will not perish. If you say you can lose your salvation, you're saying we can still perish, and that it's not everlasting. That is probationary. That's not true. John 3:16, one of the most famous verses, tells us that we won't perish and we have everlasting life. Go to John 5:24. It says, when we believe, we have passed from death to life. We have that everlasting life. We're no longer condemned. We have gone from death to life. That's what's happening. Salvation is going from death to life. That's what salvation is. And we're promised, once we trust Jesus, we have it. It happens in an instant. That's what salvation is. So to tell people that they're not secure in salvation, it's because you don't understand what salvation is. Salvation happens in a moment from trust, and what salvation is going from death to life. We're all spiritually dead. And to have that life back, we have to be born again. We're born again by having our trust in Jesus Christ. He tells us from that moment of faith, we receive salvation. So if salvation is going from death to life, and that's what we receive, then we can't go back to death. We never perish. We have everlasting life. That's what happens. So as soon as someone tells you you can lose your salvation, that's a contradiction to scriptures. And it's also calling God himself a liar.